Well, I got the window out. This is a garage. They're tearing the house down in my neighborhood. It's really in rough shape. The boards up there are really nice though, them planks. They're actually pretty beautiful. I think they're 11.5 inches by 7/8. And this wall here is off the ledge of the concrete. I was gonna cut this wall out, that wall out, and that wall out in sections and make a shed out of it, but it's just not worth it. The danger, the risk, it's absolutely not worth it. I wanted to get this beam out too, but it's like if you look from the street, the whole back of this garage is like sagging, ready to fall. I wanted to take the door, but you know what? I ain't doing it. I don't want to have the liability. I don't want anyone getting hurt. And plus, you know, the neighbor's house, got a nice yard. Neighbor's garage is right there, and I don't want to have this garage fall into theirs. So I'm gonna not do that. But I am going up on the roof. I know it looks horrible and it looks unsafe, but I'm gonna cut some of them. Boards out. I'm gonna start from the top, work my way down, and pull some of them off because they're really nice. That's if the guy doesn't come tomorrow and tear this place down, because I think that's what he's gonna do. We'll do a quick look inside. And here's the look from the roof. You could see where it dips down. That's why I'm really apprehensive in taking that wall out on back, because I don't want it to fall and go that way into that neighbor's garage. So we're not gonna do that, but I am gonna take some of the planks on the top of this roof if I get some time tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, with the weather as it is, I need a second person to help me out. My buddy's coming over this weekend, so maybe I could swing that. This porch is ready to give way. Yeah, pretty dangerous up here. House is totally tore up. But yeah, the old Conestoga wheels. That was Gene's, the guy that used to live here. He had them forever right here. But yeah, that's about it. Hit that like and subscribe button, because it helps me out. This is just, man, the stairs are like totally moving. Yeah, they haven't been keeping up with the landscaping, of course, you know, because they're tearing the joint down and skinning everything. The fire department was here practicing on the roof, cutting them out. And yeah, problem with this is they got asbestos, I think, in these walls right here. This isn't a good thing. That's asbestos. That brown stuff in there. It's old siding. And they cut right through it at one point. You don't want to breathe that crap in. So that'll be kind of problematic. I could see people saying something. But the lady that's doing this, she's super nice. Super sweet lady. I'll probably take the stove top out of there too. Use it for mine. It was Gene's, the old timers. There's his old wheelchair. That's a newer mower, but I'm getting that out of there for him. I found this on the wall. Old American flag. Hey, what's it missing? It doesn't say made in China on there. Nothing against the Chinese people, because they're wonderful people, but the government sucks. And you can quote me on that. But if you like videos like this, drop the like, subscribe. I'm always doing something. This is fun stuff. We took the window out of here as a thermal pane. Beautiful, like brand new. They got all the windows replaced a couple years ago. I think like 8 years ago. This wasn't in the sunlight at all, this window. So, and I'm going to do an install video on that. So you could check the channel in a couple weeks. But they didn't want to take them out, but they gutted the rest of the windows in this joint. I'll probably take and use this door for my shed. And yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. The Lived here forever. Really nice yard. And I think it's 2.5 acres, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of coyotes, a lot of deer going through there. And here's where I was going to cut in the back. I was going to do, cut up with that angle. Same thing over there, like bookends. These are going to be my 2 sides. So use that wall for the other end, but it just ain't worth it, man. I don't want a garage coming down on anyone, especially me. And you can see over here, a lot of ivy out here. All kind of nasty shit. I don't want to go into that crap. Yeah, because if that comes down, man, it's going to ruin my neighbor's garage, and I just do not want that. Well, he's not my neighbor, but the neighbor of this home. He's a good guy. I happen to know him. Really, really good guy. I'm going to see if they'll let me take these doors, because they're not that bad. This one's a righty, and this one is a lefty. Yeah, I think I'm taking these doors. Look at that. I could use both of them. The old Conestoga wagon wheel. Man, those things brought us across the country. You wonder what the story of this thing is. Watch old westerns and see these things break down the wagon train. Stop everybody, gotta fix it. But yeah, you wonder the history, like if that was his family's or if those are the ones that got him across the country. Makes me wonder. I might even put them in my yard. I know it's like, looks like old junk, but the history of it, man, It's a history major. Look at this. Poison ivy. It's nasty stuff, man. It grows everywhere. Leaves the 3, let it be. All right. We'll get a little frontal view of this. Hello. Right, this floor is 2x4s. That's what it's made out of. This is trashed out, man. I don't know what these walls, yeah. See, this might be interesting to take out. Yeah, maybe bust this out and use the plywood. Or not plywood, what the hell you would call it. Planks, boards, whatever. Yeah, see this? See what they do? Tell them no parties. These kids tear it up. By golly. A lot of insulation, man. A lot of stuff. But you got the archway over there. I'm afraid to go into this joint. Hit that like button, man. I'm putting my neck out on a limb for you guys. They actually took that off. It's plaster on the arch. That's the way they used to do it, I guess. See, I'm going in here for you guys. So you young plasterers and old plasterers, beginning plasterers, can see how this is done. Scrapper was through here. Yep. Old man Gene's place. I never met the guy. He's in my neighborhood. Was in my neighborhood. I guess he was talking with my neighbor Doug years ago. And Doug came by to see how he was doing. And says, Gene. He looked on the side of his leg, right off his right foot, and a bunch of blood. Bleeding out. A couple days later, they took him. And wow, this is like really wonky. They took him, and he'd passed away a few weeks later. They cleaned the house out. There's a bunch of them old pedal cars in there and wind-up toys. And the family was like, we don't care. They just were like, we want to clean this place out. We want to sell it. I think they sold it for once. I don't know what they sold it for initially when he was gone, but afterwards, I guess somebody else had it. And they got Somewhere in the area, 165,000 for it. But yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and got any comments, drop them. Any advice on what to do with that garage? What would you do in this situation if you wanted materials for a shed and the price of lumber and materials was like sky high? You can't put a price on your safety though. So with that being said, have a great night, be safe out there, hit that like button, peoples.